Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. With that, we'll get up to FedEx Field for the Washington home opener. Standing by, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come off a loss in the home opener last week. Now they get their first road test of the early year.
And it's such a downer when you lose that first game after pointing to it in the whole offseason. They've got to get themselves revved up and cranked up and try again this week.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Look at me. Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Go. Check 13.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Ready. Five.
On first down, Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Ready, set.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 50, plant. 54, like 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Slam. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey, check 24. Check. Lucky. Hatchet. Ready.
Here's a run with Mixon, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Down. 18 Gator. Check. Watch 54. Get the ball. Now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Second and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Let's go.
Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Jim.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. 2nd and 5. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
30 base.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Give me the ball every time, fellas.
Hayden Hurst, his first.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Watch out. Look. Squeeze.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final time.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep burning. Right there. 54.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Out. General West. 80 weapons. Check. Fair. Shoot.
They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rock it. Check 24. Back.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check, 59. Good.
Second and 13. And his throw here is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Set. 10-2 saw. Check. Watch the before. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right, got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 41.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yo.
Now Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 99. Hey, lock it.
2nd down and inches. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Let's go. The 60 Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. So we got man.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Mike 59. We own them. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He'll drop to throw. And Allen's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play,
partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. He's back to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
It's our deal. It's our deal.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one.
Ready up. Mike, 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cover. Look at me. Go. Go.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Steve Griffin.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's go, D.
Go.
A draw play for Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You ready?
Check. 59.
You gon' see me in your nightmare, son. You gon' see me. Five.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Caught by Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line. Get ready.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll go with a keeper. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So call that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 52.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. On 2nd down now. Mixon, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. 9 yards that time. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Ready? 18, Gator. Topper! 6-6, bullet, spot.
On first down, Mixon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. It's 4th down. So for the Giants, after the home loss, they rebound with a good road win to get back to 500. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.